determined to venture a bold stroke, though not very hopeful of its success. They said nothing to Rose about their plan for the Saturday afternoon, but let her alone till the time came for the grand surprise, little dreaming that the odd child would find pleasure for herself in a most unexpected quarter. Before she had time to squeeze out a single tear, a sound broke the stillness, making her prick up her ears. It was only the soft twitter of a bird, but it seemed to be a peculiarly gifted bird, for while she listened the soft twitter changed to a lively whistle, then a trill, a coo, a chirp, and ended in a musical mixture of all the notes, as if the bird burst out laughing. Rose laughed also, and, forgetting her woes, jumped up, saying eagerly, "It's a mocking-bird! Where is it?" Running down the long hall she peeped out at both doors, but saw nothing feathered except a draggle-tailed chicken under a burdock leaf. She listened again, and the sound seemed to be in the house. Away she went, much excited by the chase, and following the changeful song, it led her to the china closet door. "In there? How funny!" she said. But when she entered, not a bird appeared, except the everlastingly kissing swallows on the Canton china that lined the shelves. All of a sudden Rose's face brightened, and, softly opening the slide, she peered into the kitchen. But the music had stopped, and all she saw was a girl in a blue apron scrubbing the hearth. Rose stared about her for a minute, and then asked abruptly, "Did you hear that mocking-bird?" "I should call it a Phoebe bird," answered the girl, looking up with a twinkle in her black eyes. "Where did it go?" "It's here still." "Where?" "In my throat. Do you want to hear it?" "Oh, yes, I'll come in." And Rose crept through the slide to the wide shelf on the other side, being too hurried and puzzled to go round by the door. The girl wiped her hands, crossed her feet on the little island of carpet where she was stranded in a sea of soap-suds, and then, sure enough, out of her slender throat came the swallow's twitter, the robin's whistle, the blue jay's call, the thrush's song, the wood-dove's coo, and many another familiar note, all ending as before with the musical ecstasy of a bobolink singing and swinging amongst the meadow grass on a bright June day. Rose was so astonished that she nearly fell off her perch, and, when the little concert was over, clapped her hands delightedly. "Oh, it was lovely! Who taught you?" "The birds," answered the girl, with a smile, as she fell to work again. "It is very wonderful. I can sing, but nothing half so fine as that. What's your name, please?" "Phoebe Moore." "I've heard of Phoebe birds, but I don't believe the real ones could do that," laughed Rose, adding, as she watched with interest the scattering of dabs of soft soap over the bricks, "May I stay and see you work? It's very lonely in the parlor." "Yes, indeed, if you want to," answered Phoebe, wringing out her cloth in a capable sort of way that impressed Rose very much. "It must be fun to swash the water round and dig out the soap. I'd love to do it, only Aunt wouldn't like it, I suppose," said Rose, quite taken with the new employment. "You'd soon get tired, so you'd better keep tidy and look on." "I suppose you help your mother a good deal?" "I haven't got any folks." "Why, where do you live, then?" "I'm going to live here, I hope. Debbie wants someone to help round, and I've come to try for a week." "I hope you will stay, for it is very dull," said Rose, who had taken a sudden fancy to this girl, who sung like a bird and worked like a woman. "I hope I shall, for I'm 15 now, and old enough to earn my own living." "You've come to stay a spell, haven't you?" asked Phoebe, looking up at her guest, and wondering how life could be dull to a girl who wore a silk frock, a daintily frilled apron, a pretty locket, and had her hair tied up with a velvet snood. "Yes, I shall stay till my uncle comes. He is my guardian now, and I don't know what he will do with me. Have you a guardian?" "My sakes, no. I was left on the poorhouse steps a little mite of a baby. Mrs. Rogers took a liking to me, so I've been there ever since. But she is dead now, and I take care of myself." "How interesting! It is like Arabella Montgomery in The Gypsy Child. Did you ever read that sweet story?" asked Rose, who was fond of tales of foundlings and had read many. "I don't have any books to read, and all the spare time I get I run off into the woods. That rests me better than stories," answered Phoebe.